Hello, everybody, and welcome back to this YouTube channel. Surely it has been 6 months, I'd say. No, it's been more. The last video was Fortnite on iOS, which I don't really count, but whatever. It's been over a year, definitely. Definitely over a year. It's been a while. But hey, that doesn't stop me from anything. Sure, there's been a lot of things happening, but it's not mainly as important. At least now it isn't for me. Everything's been very calm, but I'm back, and this is going to be a three-parter series of what I'm looking forward to start off 2025. Well, not really start off. It's been weeks of 2025. So, but I still count it as a start off. And this series is gonna. There's not really much in this series, to be honest. It's 3 videos, but it's gonna be sporadic. Don't expect another video until, I don't know, either late January, which we are already in late, really, or or in February. I'm not giving any specific dates because I'm not very consistent on this. But yeah, Nintendo Switch 2 is coming out sometime this year, hoping that it's somewhere around the middle. But yeah, here's the trailer. Let's watch this. Accidentally hit my marker. Oops. Design looking very sleek. That's cool. I like the fact that they have 2 USB ports, one on the bottom and one on the top. Does this mean you'll be able to charge from both angles? Because I feel like that wouldn't give any limitations. So I think you probably will be able to, which is great. More options. I'm trying to look for, I don't know. The SD card slot expansion somewhere over here. I'm thinking this right here. Pretty sure. And then I think this is just a nail to unscrew it, which some people would want to do a teardown, which is cool. I like the teardowns. It looks very interesting. I feel like instead of implementing this U shape, they could have just taken apart from the OLED switch and just been, oh yeah, the bottom half you can actually move all around. Because this, even though this is better than the stand for the original Switch, doesn't mean the hinges might just randomly come off. But at the same time, who knows? Maybe Nintendo people in Nintendo are geniuses and they know how to design these as well as they can. But who knows? Once we get the hands on, we'll know. That's cool. Larger Joy-Cons, which I'm not much. I don't have much of a problem with the Joy-Cons, but at certain situations, I feel like I don't have enough room. But at the same time, it's not really much of a big deal, or at least for me. Maybe for other people, I get it. Big hands, and then you can barely do anything with it. I get it at some angles though. And this new button, I wonder what this button is. It doesn't have anything related to it. Maybe it's a turn on button. Maybe it's that C button that people have been talking about. I don't know what that C button is. I've not been keeping up with the leaks whatsoever. But oh well. I just want to know what these are. Are these the magnets for it? Oh, wait, no, I think that's a sensor over there. Yeah, that's a sensor. Or maybe both are sensors. Are they? I don't know. I can't tell. Oh, you have that little open hole right there. The one thing I do, okay, regardless of this, the one thing I do hope is this part of the Joy-Con actually being more durable, because for me, both of mine on my left and my right, they're just off. They're both off. It did not take that long for these to come off. I'd say like actually no, yeah, it did after a year, but it shouldn't come off after a year, in my opinion. It should take off, well, it should be as durable as possible and last for 5 years, because if that's off, you're not really gonna have much of a grip unless you use your middle part of your thumb. But oh well. And the double mice, I don't know why they're gonna make a double mice with the Joy-Cons. Seems a little iffy. Like, I get one, but two? What are you gonna do with the other one? Like, slide through something? Who knows? I do kind of hope. I do think that they should have increased the R and L buttons at the back, just like the bumpers, just like right bumper and left bumper. But oh well, can't have everything. This is the one thing I am scared of. This part right here, that looks so fragile. I literally said this to a friend. I was like, dude, I don't know how much faith I'm gonna put in this, because this can break at any moment. And this is on the console. It's not on the Joy-Con. I mean, I get it not being on the Joy-Con, but still, I feel like it should have been on the Joy-Con with like some protection seal on it if you want to use the mice mode. But who knows? Who knows what Nintendo's cooking? Hopefully this thing is as durable as possible, because yeesh, one pull, one rage, one pull, it's over. You gotta send that back to Nintendo. Be like, oh, it broke, and then they're gonna charge you like $50 just for that stupid thing. Or maybe you could do it yourself. That'll probably be an option, but not many people are gonna do that, considering not everyone wants to open up the Nintendo Switch too. I do like that magnetic snap though. Of course, it's not gonna do that noise, but it is a very sleek design. I like it. The new Mario Kart, of course. Better be revolutionary with that 24 players. This is the one thing I've mainly kept up with on the leaks. Nintendo Switch 2 having its own games, of course, but also having its backwards compatibility with the normal Switch. This is the reason why I want it, because you can play your Nintendo Switch games instead of buying, well, ports, which is already horrible enough in my opinion. But of course, Nintendo always has their asterisks on backwards compatibility. Certain Nintendo Switch games may not be supported on or fully compatible with the Nintendo Switch 2. Details will be shared on the Nintendo website at a later date. We can never have everything, can we? We can't just be fine on day one with all our games. We gotta be. What's the word? We gotta be on the lookout. No, not really. Whatever. But we gotta be cautious of what games we play, because apparently some are not fully compatible or are not supported. I wonder why some are not supported. Maybe because of Nintendo Switch only details. Because apparently the Nintendo Switch 2 did have to give up something on the Joy-Cons in order to do the mice mode, which I don't know what that is, because I've not been keeping up with the leaks, but I hope it's not that big of a deal as some others would make. Nintendo Direct, April 2nd. This is another thing I've been looking forward to do. The Nintendo Switch 2 Experience. Series of hands-on events all over the world. Of course, you got to check out their Nintendo website. But this is the one thing that I've actually was surprised with, but at the same time, I think they did this for Nintendo Switch as well on the launch, which I wasn't really able to, but being younger, because it was 8 years ago, I think, something like that. It's like a long time. Phew. 2017 flies by. But I really hope that I get in this, because I don't know if I said this already. I'm so bad at keeping track of what I said, but oh well. I hope I get in order to make probably my first vlog on this channel, which would be very, very cool, especially it being the Nintendo Switch 2, which everybody would probably experience. Not everybody. Select people. There you go. And I'm pretty sure that's it. Yeah, that's it. The one, I feel like some concerns I have is how much storage is it going to have? Because we've seen what Nintendo did off the bat with the Nintendo Switch. 32 gigabytes was not enough. And it's not even close to being good for this day and age. 64 is not even good either. It doesn't cut it whatsoever. I hope they give us like differences, a different amount of storage, like one being 128, another one being 512, 256, 1 terabyte. I don't know. That 1 terabyte option would be what I would go for. Not because it's the most expensive, but because, well, a lot of games are going to be stored, obviously. I really hope Nintendo does do that, though. It's a great option, giving us the option to select our preferred storage. And also the specs. That's something I'm curious about too. I think some people said that it might be close to the 2060. I don't know if they meant 2060 Ti, 2060 Super. Is there a 2060 Super? I don't know. I don't feel like checking. Figure that out another day. But I really hope that Nintendo does this right, especially on the launch. The launch is very important. It's really, really important because if they mess up the launch, yeesh, it's gonna be a train wreck. But pretty sure there's a lot of people on board, and as I mean people, I mean third parties. I think Ubisoft is on board. Microsoft is on board, which is crazy. You would never think Microsoft is on board with Nintendo, but this is the world we live in. And then some others that I have no clue. And apparently, Call of Duty is supposed to be on the Nintendo Switch too, which is crazy to think about. Call of Duty on a quote unquote kids console. But at the same time, it's not really much of a kid's console if you scroll through the eShop. That's a whole separate like video right there. I'm not even gonna make that. Someone else probably has. But yeah, that's all I've wanted to do. That's all I wanted to say, and all I wanted to do. Talk about the Nintendo Switch 2 and its first look trailer. I think I might stream the Nintendo Direct. Depends though on my schedule. But yeah, that's all I want to do. I'm out.